Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Real Reedy channel. If this is your first time here, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for future content. I'm going to be banging out a lot of lessons for beginners mainly. I'll dive into some more advanced stuff, but for now I think I'm just going to do a bunch of beginner stuff. So to get right into it, today's lesson is going to be 2 lessons in 1. I think a lot of beginners, an overlooked thing is just the posture alone. If you notice, classical guys will hike their guitar up on their leg and they'll put their guitar up like this by their face. They'll have their headstock up here. And they're doing this because it keeps your wrist straight when you're playing. It keeps your wrist straight so you can... What screws guitar players up is if you're playing and you're bending your wrist, it really constricts your movement. Because if you take your hand and just hold it straight out and move your fingers like you're doing a solo or whatever, you'll notice it's nice and free flowing. But as soon as you pinch your wrist like this, it's harder to move your fingers. So I know a lot of people, rockers and stuff, you can't really, it's hard to get a strap to sit like this. So I found a way, if you take your guitar and kind of hold it like it's a rifle almost, and hold it out in front of you, you get that straight wrist action. So it's kind of awkward at first, but once you get that, it'll help you keep your wrist straight when you play, which will, it'll keep you can move your fingers a lot better, and you also will keep your wrist from getting hurt and getting carpal tunnel and all that, all the stuff that comes with that. And before I get into the second tip, I want to remind you guys to like and subscribe. And I'd like to know what you guys struggle with the most so I can help you out with that. Beginner questions. The second thing I want to get into is transitioning. I see a lot of beginners, they will, I call it walking. They'll play one note at a time. Like this is a D chord. I'll see, and they'll sit there and they'll like stare at their fingers while they do that, and that's just, you're wasting time. So a trick, I learned this from Pepper Brown really, so I'll leave a link in the description box, but check him out after you get done with all my lessons, because he's really good. He taught Buckethead how to play, but he suggested putting your hand down on your knee down here, then bringing your finger up. But the goal is to land all 3 fingers at once. And he says to put your hand down here, but I mean, that's not real practical. So I suggest just form your D chord shape, form it before you land, then strum it, pull your fingers off, put them back down, and just do that without strumming, and if the song you're trying to learn is just like a D, E minor, and C, just keep doing that. Land them all at once. Because at the end of the day, it's all muscle memory. And this will help you speed up all of that. You won't be sitting there and I promise within a couple days you'll be able to just whip it out. But that's just the first lesson I got for you guys. I'm gonna have a bunch more coming up, so again, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for the next videos coming up, which will probably be within the next day or two. So yeah, be sure to subscribe and like and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys again.